T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now we're going to be talking about Transformers Kingdom Titan Class Ark. The Ark includes Teletraan-1, also known as Mainframe. My Ark package came inside of this box right here, this shipper box. Let's get it out of there. Inside of that shipper, we get the actual packaging. Look at that, he's holding Megatron. Just like that one scene from the show. You see some pterodactyls flying in the background, and he's coming out of a chasm or whatever, F. You get more pterodactyls. You get this mess on the back to show you the stuff that I'm going to show you. You get the typical Earthrise thing. Up here, we see the Nemesis with Black Arachnia falling out. Starscream flying around with the little wavy lines all retro. And Ares are coming to defend the day. And here's the bottom. Here's the Ark out of packaging, and this has been a dream come true for a lot of people. Look at that scarring burns. You see these little gun turrets all over. And all types of other intricate details and whatnot. Different blues and yellows. That's the main color. The orangey yellow that it is, the extra yellow, the black, gray, this silvery gunmetal scarring right there from the entry. We have this right here. As far as from the top, the cheapest looking thing is that. Why is that hollow? This thing costs $170, depending on where you bought it. I could have swore when it was first announced, it was $10 cheaper than a typical Titan class, but then it came out and it was $20 more. So there's that. And here is the bottom. It's pretty much almost one solid vehicle, but then you can see these internals like right there. But yeah, you could still say with how small the people are, maybe those are just empty gate gaps or spaces, and it's still pretty filled out from what you can see. Not like this detail right there and whatnot. More guns on the bottom. But let me put it down and show you the other, or get my camera on the tripod and show you the other features. Here are some landing gear type things right here. Since this wouldn't need to roll, it just needs to like land and take off. You just pull those, they lock into place, and it can sit on that like that. And here we are right there with this. Back here you have this button. You lift that up and this platform comes out as little hydraulics and whatnot, so that's cool. And if you use the included Optimus Prime figurine, this tiny microscopic Optimus Prime figurine, it's made out of transparent plastic painted red. It is the same Optimus Prime that came with the Centurion drone. Minor or minimal detail, of course no articulation. It is way smaller than my pinky, as you can see. And this is how it scales with the Autobot Ark. So the Ark is humongous, as you can see. While we're on the back, most iconic part of the Ark, let me show you this. He comes with two of the Siege or Transformer Siege Jetfire blast effects. Instead of orange, it's this like what do I want to call this? Like teal color right there. And of course, you can plug these into there like that. However you see fit. I'm going with the pieces that make it looks like it's blasting the most. Let's see if I can actually get this one in there. I didn't actually try this, but there you are. Hold on. Since you get the idea, I didn't want to bore you to death, but there you are. Unfortunately, because of the color, you can barely even see it. That's something that bugged me in other people's reviews that I watched, and now in person I can see, and they probably should have went with the friggin' orange color, which I do have somewhere. Look, I'm telling y'all right now, I don't know if y'all watch my YouTube shorts. I'm in the middle of still cleaning up. This room is mostly organized. I put a bunch of stuff everywhere. I'm not going to be having a whole bunch of random comparisons for this thing. I do have other Titan class figures, but that about that. Here you are with this up front right here. If you take this, lift that up and bring that down, which reveals the head, which I turned sideways, you can kind of get at this. But here's the problem. This right here, same deal on the other side. You got to kind of loosen that up. What is it? Loosen that up. And you've seen it with your own eyes. They should have pinned this. This is the most frustrating part of this toy. Those will pop off all the time. But if you do that, you can grab this right here, and that's what makes this able to lift up. And now we can see that you can see the bridge of the Ark with, I guess, the captain's seat, the other people's seat, and everybody else's seat. And here is like a little globe. Let me zoom in instead of trying to hold this and make the camera go forward. But that little viewing globe, and let's let you see that right there, that wall back here. This can actually come out if you don't want it there. But I would imagine this is the globe that's showing Earth and wherever else they're going. You can take Optimus Prime and place him inside of here, just like you could with Unicron's little display thing right there. And I think I have him turned backwards so he can't even see. But yeah, you get the picture. Now we do have Galvatron and Hot Rod, or Rodimus Prime. I guess you could put Rodimus Prime there, or Hot Rod, whatever one you want to pretend he is. And they'll probably give us eventually some other characters to fit inside of these little ports. While we're here, if you want to take Mainframe out of there, there is this cavity right here. And if you have smaller figures like the core class figures, you can have somebody sitting there and ride around if you do not care about scale. But that's something you can do if you want. And also, this door opens up to hide this thing right here in there for transformation. You can fit other smaller characters in there, so there's that. If you want people to ride in there, so they did think about that. And while it's in this mode right here, you could take all of these little blast effects and throw them inside of here as storage while it's in this vehicle mode. One of them fell on the floor. To make sure you see, this is all 6 pieces, and all 6 pieces can fit in there if you want for this vehicle mode. If you never plan on like transforming this thing from vehicle mode to robot mode, that's an option, so you don't have to worry about where that's at. Something I almost forgot to show: if you have a smaller vehicle like a Micromaster or something like that core class, you should be able to fit it up into that cavity. So there you are. Nice. Like something like roller can fit in there if you got the roller. Yeah, that's a cool feature right there. The Micromasters actually have rolling wheels, so there's a chance that they might start rolling. But let me try to let you see the cavity up under here. That's what we're working with right here. So there's a lot of space. You might be able to fit like 2 or 3 little Micromasters in there. So you can see this thing is basically not in scale with the other robots. How can he fit inside of there? He can't. Here's a deluxe, small deluxe class right there. Oh, yeah. And other little things before we get to transformation. This thing is almost 1 ounce away from 5 pounds. In this mode, it does not stay together well. There are several clips that don't want to clip. This thing was something that bothered a lot of people. In person, that doesn't bug me. When you pick it up, I would pick it up underhanded like this, like a pizza. If you're buying this for a kid, Boy, this thing is heavy when it's in this mode. Definitely heavy. Like I said, it's like 5 pounds. When you want to pick it up, I would pick it up from here or put my hand under it. If you grab anywhere right here, this thing is liable to just break all apart or break open and separate, because these two tabs right here do not stay tabbed like at all. And then there are tabs on this gray part that's supposed to tab into this. You can go down and click in, but it's just more like a suggestion and doesn't stay there. It just pops immediately, and I've transformed this thing a few times for fun because it is a very simple transformation. On the box it says 26 steps. There are Voyager class figures that have 26 more than 26 steps. I think Galvatron has more than 26 steps. And like even this front part right here, it kind of loosely grabs right there if you get it right, but definitely don't pick it up from anywhere right in the front. Pick it up from the back. Don't put your hands under that. I think this thing is cool. In Japan, I see that they're going to release a darker color one that's more cartoon accurate, which I'm pretty sure costs way more than this costs. So there's that silver lining. If you feel like you got gypped, since it's a Japanese import, it's going to be expensive. One other thing that would have been cool that's kind of disappointing, if this was made 10 years ago, I'm pretty sure every single one of these gun turrets right there would be actually functional, like they would spin around and rotate. These are all static. And let me see something, because I didn't try this yet. I didn't see if these actually fit on these ports. It can technically fit on there, but I don't feel like they're supposed to. And then they're so close together, you can't get more than one blast on there at once. And now that I'm looking at this thing, I don't see any. Oh wait, I'm about to lie. Here they go. Here are those impact blast ports right there, or pegs. I see some right there, and let's see if some are on the bottom. I'm not seeing any. Yeah, I'm not seeing any impact pegs down here, but there are little 5mm ports under here, so you can pretend that it's taking off. Well, maybe these aren't 5mm. Let me try all of them. Nope, those aren't, but these two are. And let's see right here, that's 5mm. So you could pretend that it's like lifting up off the ground and before it jets forward. But overall, it feels heavy, feels nice when it's all condensed like this. It just has a problem being pegged together. Now let's get to this transformation. I might actually be able to do this while I'm sitting down. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is lift this up off of here. And then we can turn this around. Bring this down. And there are pegs here and here. They go into two ports right there. And if you do it, line it up correctly and force it, that stays tight. That's good. I have his head turned sideways. Let's move that. Now let's get you to these two things again. Right here. Open. Golly. Open these up. I wanted to take this off without doing that. I've done it before, but now that we're on camera, I'll loosen that up. And now we can grab this right here and lift up in the air. While we're here, we can shut that, bring this in here, and bring this in there, right there. Now, these arms or whatever, they can come forward like that, go out to the side, rotate like this, rotate like this. In robot mode, what I said about the vehicle mode, opposite. The pegs stay together nicely and securely. Up here, this is located like this. We can rotate that, and bring this in right here. Now we can take this and bring it down. And when we bring it down, this goes into a groove right there, and it clips somewhere up here, like this clips into here. So let's do that. We're gonna force that into there, and that'll make it clip on here and here. Now I'm gonna go to the legs now. Open this door. Make sure you don't have those blast effects in there. Shut that. Shut that. Start separating this. And now we can straighten this out like that. Straighten that out like that. Rotate this down and bring it down this way. Rotate this down, bring it that way. Rotate the waist around. And before you forget, bring out the toes from the bottom of here on both sides. Make sure that this door hasn't been, make sure the door isn't open. Now we can set him down like this. While we're here, this can stretch out right here, which features like an automorph feature that fills in his shoulder right there. Well, not really, I'm making that up. I'm thinking about the back of the hand right here. This, when you pull the hand out, that fills right there. Same deal over here. Stretch that out. And then pull the hand out. Rotate the hand. And basically, we're done. He is a robot. You can see his light up eye feature right there, which is cool. But I'm gonna have to bring the lights up higher for you to actually see his face. Now you saw what Megatron looked like on the box art, but here's Optimus to scale right here. And let's let you see his face while we're here. He is based upon, or his face is reminiscent of the last Autobot from the Marvel Comics. There's this. His head cannot look up or down. I think Metroplex is like that. So that is boring and unfortunate. I'm honestly just noticing that it has a blue mouth right here. And let's see if I can turn the light down so you can actually see that. But yeah, watch out for this head crest, because if the door touches the head crest, it can definitely take that paint off. And that's why I had the head sideways. But there is a ton of more extra details right there, like that ab right there, and the workings of his legs. You saw this on the outside. The way the robot mode works, it reminds me of the Star Wars Transformers a lot, because it's just a simple, chunky transformation that kind of reminds me of the Rock Lords from the GoBots back in the day, where you take some odd shaped thing and make it turn into a robot. But these have actual articulation, unlike a lot of the Rock Lords. Most of his body is actually filled in. Let me show you his legs again, because the legs have that automorph feature that fills in while you're transforming. This definitely fills in right there, and that's some cool detail. And I think you can actually, let's see, nope, that's too big. That's bigger than 5mm. So that's cool that they went the extra mile to do this and fill in that detail. But what they didn't fill in is these hands. All that hollowness. Even right here on the top of the hand is like, why did they leave that looking like that? It's unfortunate. I don't know. I don't know anything about the budget and whatnot, but this thing costs a lot. And it weighs less than the previous Titan Masters. Like Fortress Maximus, I weighed him, and he is definitely like over 6 pounds. He's like 6 pounds 6 ounces. You can translate that to whatever your system is, the metric system. And this guy is 5 pounds 15 ounces, slightly over 15 ounces. Yeah, 5 pounds. No, sorry, he is 4 pounds 15 ounces, not including his little blast effects. Maybe with the blast effects he'll be even closer to 5 pounds completely. I think I showed all the details. I showed the neck articulation. Let's get into the other articulation. He's covered in ratchets. Nice sounding ratchets. They are very tight. In fact, look, that goes all the way up there. This thing is crazy tight, like tighter than any other like Titan class I've ever owned. Like, he does not wibble and wobble at all. Like, I don't have many Transformers that have ratchets that tight. Like, he has ratchets everywhere. So you see that. You saw the arm goes out more than 90. The elbow bends more than 90 right there. If this wasn't in the way, it would even have butterfly joints, to be honest. The hands, they rotate. They open and close. This is a weird thumb, by the way. And the fingers do that, so. He's like talking with his hand. And the hand is capable of doing that if you want. You have this waist. I mean, it would have been fun since this thing. Oh, shit. I said he was all tight. Look at this. If you don't grab it from right there, it's tight. What I was about to say, though, is it would have been nice if they could have incorporated an ab crunch in there. They could have, because there's nothing stopping it. But, maybe this dude right there is stopping it. But you saw the waist swivel. The legs can go out to there, more than there. The hips can kick up well above 90. The knee bends more than 90. And you get a slight tiny taste of ankle pivot. And the toe bends backwards. Did I show this rotation? Tons of ratchets. My arms are tired from holding that in front of my face. Or in front of this camera. Here's Leader Class Ultra Magnus. And Bumblebee again. And let's put the little tiny scale Optimus right there on the foot. So a real figure that, or a real person fitting inside of this robot would be a speck. Almost like a daggone ant. Here he is next to my dusty Fort Max. Fort Max is 24 inches tall. He's about friggin' 18 inches tall. So, there you are. So, there's the difference right there. I think I paid $150-ish. I don't remember at this point. And this one retails at $169 at most places. Alright, so now we are pretty done with this guy. One last thing to show off. Open his chest up and slide this dude out. And this can shut probably a little bit easier. Here's what's giving me the real resistance. It's the shoulder connection. Shove that down and then this should slide in. But he feels a little bit lighter without him in there. But to transform this guy into Mainframe, we need to unplug this and that and bring the legs down like this. Separate this and the foot can rotate around like that. If this opens up, we need to shut that back. Rotate the waist around, spin this around, kind of open this up so we get access to the hands easier. Open that up, get access to the hand easier. Make sure that's shut. And go ahead and lift this back. Put your finger in there, grab the head. And now we can make sure that this right here goes into this area. I'm going to be honest with you, this does not come together as well as I wanted to. In fact, let me go ahead and I was going to make sure that Sky Spy right here isn't the thing that's been blocking, but Sky Spy came disconnected. And I don't know. I think there, or maybe it was. And it does not give a satisfying click together, but now here he is. He's a robot. Mainframe was originally an action master only, a robot that did not have a transformation. He never had an alt mode that people knew what the heck the alt mode was. But now in this case, they gave him the same color scheme as the Ark and made him Mainframe. Let me get this dude out of the picture because it keeps wanting to focus on it. But it has all the details of Mainframe. It has the light piping right there, as you can see. The head swivels very friggin' loosely, I might add. I don't like that, and it's not on like a ball joint or anything. The arms, let's let you see all this back. And the hollowness back there. This guy is kind of a wreck. Let me bring in Bumblebee. He is Voyager class height. I don't feel like grabbing a Voyager class. Just trust me. He's the same height as Optimus Primal. He has no weapon or anything of any type, so that's boring. You could just put this in the hand and put the hand back and make pretend he's shooting out his hand if you want, since it comes with that. These little panels right here bang into this. And I need to look at the instructions to make sure that the arms are actually supposed to be like that. Yeah, that's how they're supposed to be. But if you put them out to the side, you can not only put like weaponizers and other weapons in these ports, but the shoulders no longer bump. And let's let you see this articulation right there. It has a swivel. It can go out to the side. No wrist rotation. The waist turns about this much before it bumps, which is basically nothing. And looking at the instructions, let me know that this is correct. That's how that's supposed to be. Not satisfying. Legs go out to there. Here. Doesn't go back much because of the kibble. Swivel there. Knees bend there. And it does have ultimate ankle pivot. And it actually has ankle swivel, which is cool. So, if this thing could look up and it didn't have this giant backpack on there, it'll be better. Let me show it next to Ultra Magnus. I don't believe I did that. So, yeah. As you can see, it is a Voyager class figure. Inside of the back, you can open this up. It has the golden disc right here. That never wanted to stay till now. Now it stays. And they both say it looked like a laser disc. And they both say the sounds of Earth on one side. This one right here is the alien disc from Beast Wars. I don't know why it would say Sounds of Earth on the back. And this is the actual Sounds of Earth that got launched into space years ago. But that's cool. Here's what this looks like next to a deluxe class figure. But now the transformation for this guy, we gotta reverse things. Lift that up, push the head back in there. Basically put this back to where it was, where that clips in, which is good. The arms, we can actually lift this up lift this up, rotate the arms so that where the hands can come down. But we're not going to plug anything up. Just leave it like this for now, actually. We can go ahead and open this up and open that up. And now we can rotate this down to here. Peg that into this while pegging this into there. And the hand actually goes down. Same deal over here. Peg this into here while overlapping. Come on, you. Make sure the shoulders don't rotate on you. Do that. Put the hands down. Alright. Now the legs, they can rotate like this. Go ahead and lift this up like that, or out like that. Lift this up and out like that. Put this together. We'll actually move the feet out like this. And then put this together. Oh boy. Here's another flimsy part. This came off of here. Actually, this is actually bent for me, so I'm gonna have to work at fixing that. Go ahead and rotate this up like that. And bend the knees up to match this. You can shove that into there and then go ahead and work at pushing this into its place where this overlaps that little tab right here. But bend this around, make sure that this is straight down there, and basically here we go with Teletraan-1, which is cool. And if this didn't fall off, Sky Spy would still be hidden back there. You're not supposed to look at this at all. Here are the details on Teletraan-1. They have the Ark schematics with the actual robot mode, a map of Earth. You have the matrix of leadership right here. Some other readings. Vector Sigma right there. The key to Vector Sigma. And some other readings. And here are panels and controls and whatnot. Maybe the sound system is right there or whatever. Here's this. And here is Bumblebee. Right here. Operating Teletraan-1. So he's big enough for that. But then other characters like Ultra Magnus are way too huge. And I think even the Voyager classes are too huge for this. So this is mostly for smaller figures. Now, the disc, you might be able to get one to stay, but really they just fall out. And here's the last thing I guess I need to show off. Sky Spy. Sky Spy opens up like that, and it can fly around, exploring, and then telling Teletraan to repair. Let's see if this is nope, and nope. Looks like that on the bottom. So it's kind of weird that they didn't make that. Yeah, it's kind of compatible with this one. I can port this on here, but it doesn't say. It's not meant to do that. So this is a cool feature. This is like a decent set. I've been messing with a bunch of these War for Cybertron Trilogy figures, but this is the first thing I've purchased where I actually feel genuinely like it's a toy. not this per se, but the Ark, the quality of the plastic, like everything's like, there's a lightweightness to everything. Of course, this is a bunch of panels that fold out, so of course this is gonna feel light. There's no getting around that. And I didn't show you, it has like 2 blast ports for the feet underneath of there. Yeah, for robot mode. But, I don't know. For me, the only reason to get this thing, or get this whole entire set, this and the Ark, is if you want to have an official Ark. Like, now I will say that its robot mode is more fun than, let's say, Fortress Maximus and Metroplex. The mobility of his body it beats theirs to me. I like that. But it doesn't have any weapons or anything exciting. And getting him into a pose can be a little bit awkward with the head not being able to look up and down and whatnot. The ankles don't rock. He has these weird hands. But I do want to show you that he can almost get into like a superhero landing pose. And he can get into poses where he's like leaning down, trying to reach for something and whatnot. Oh, it is decently posable. It has the same amount of posability as one of the regular figures like a Voyager class or Deluxe. Maybe a little bit more because it has more than 90 degrees in the elbow and more than 90 in the knee. But yeah, so I don't know. It's not horrible, but it's not like breathtaking. It is cool that you get extra Masterpiece style accessories like these golden discs. You get the Teletraan thing and you get the blast effects and a little Optimus and whatnot. So I don't know. Y'all tell me how you feel about this guy. Anyway, I'm sick of talking. Let me know if you think it's worth it. Anyhow, thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978. I might do a separate reverse transformation video. T-Man978, out of here. Air Razor coming to save the day. I think I have him turned backwards so he can't even see. But yeah, you get the picture. Are you fucking shitting me? Here we go. I just wanted to show him his correct way. Now,
Figure action. That one's me.
join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should